Hey y'all, Goosefather here. Today we have probably my favorite run in recent memory. Um, we went for hijinks, we found them. This was a blast beginning to end. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself, so this will be a really short and sweet intro. So we're gonna hop into it, and I hope you enjoy. I'm starting to feel a little warmer towards enchanted items, mainly because I think it sets you up a tiny bit better for day one, in that sometimes you can get some damage or some like vehicles to make hay out of the enchant that gives you a better fighting chance at day one. Uh, Definitely it gives you another swing at a toy food friend. If your item or enchant sucks, you could just grab the toy food friend to lock in getting your tiny furry monster a little easier, especially since it seems to come right after the monster fight all the damn time. And so it's just a little bit more consistency in a different way to winning day one and winning and getting into level 3 by day 2. Now, you can't shop as much because of it, and I do like my shopping as the way to like set myself up. But I'm finding that it is pretty strong on those. A little bit more random, but yeah, you have a shot at day 1 and 2, whereas right now with income, sometimes it just feels like we don't, depending on what we see. So I'm starting to feel like this is more of a dealer's choice than it is a correct and only if you're feeling spicy kind of play. So that said, we're gonna go with the income because I had probably a lot of 50 games with Mac to hit legend on Wednesday. I know, man. I know. It's gonna take us the whole season to hit legend on Pig probably, but that's fine. Okay, so that's just an obvious, as is Hatchet, just because it's free and it pays you back. I could buy Piggy Bank, chuck the truffles onto Piggy Bank, and then now Piggy Bank is revenue neutral. I will just it doesn't actually give us any money to do this play, right? Actually no, we just lost one. We lost 1 coin because I would have gotten that 1 coin from truffle anyway. So I would have gotten that 1. Now when I sell this, I get 1. So we lost 1 coin doing that shenanigan. I should have thought that through before I bought it. That said, we might get like use coins as a thing because that happens sometimes. A little less on day 1 though. Probably shouldn't have done that. So now we really are hoping we find ourselves a rewards card to make that bad play a better play. We'll reroll. Longbow's pretty strong day 1. Maybe do I want to hold Yo-Yo in case I get like a Lumbors? And then this is a board with Lumbors. So we'll do it. Let's see. Kimono, we could like make sense out of my misplay. We could make another misplay to make sense out of my misplay. We're going to Banana Ball. We're skill hunting. Duct tape with Bushel would not be completely a miss, although it's not necessarily winning day 1 because I don't know if you know this, but like Mac has poison damage. And that'll get you even if you got some big heals, because they're just not fast enough to clear off how much poison him or like Vanessa with what's his face, the catfish can do. Yeah, day 1 and 2 feel really rough lately. Like I feel like if I got away with 1 win on day 1 and 2, that I got lucky. Like I'm like, oh cool, we're ahead. I'm 50-50, we're killing it. Not how it used to be. We'll take monster, although I'm a little nervous that we have no real board, but I can't really think of, there's no small item shenanigans I'm gonna get that's gonna make better than this, which is kind of freeing. It's like getting the 2 income on day 1 at Jungle Ruins is kind of fire. Again, like this is not kind of nothing. It takes us 27 seconds to kill Vanessa. That's kind of nothing. Can our bushel keep us alive for 27 seconds? It depends on her board. And the answer is sure. Sure she can. The great thing about running out of damage, actually, what does this do? Yeah, that's fine. We're fine. Maybe. Why does it look like we're being poisoned? Oh, because we were poisoned. Even though we cleared the poison, it's still there. That's interesting. I didn't do the math right. We don't even kill her, but the sandstorm will. We're good. My board or her board used to be a good day 1 board. Sorry, I read that a little bit late. Mine used to. Yeah. Jabalian longbow used to just be it. Like a silver longbow was like, I win. That was like the lead item you were fishing for. Okay, so I've gotten complaints that I don't actually hover the skills anymore. Which is very valid because we are a teaching stream here. I think that's done. We definitely do over-explain. You know what? I just realized my thing is what I had Friday, the just pig things. Try new lines and old archetypes. Hey, Lion, do we want to do that today? Do we want to do over-explained? Like, do we want to do our try hard, pick the best lines, talk through the best lines, that kind of thing? Or do we want to try to, like, test stuff that we haven't played as much and play around with newer things? So pop off in the chat if you have a preference on your end. I'm a little flexible this morning. Well, I mean, artillery spotter is going to do us more later. We will tend to run under 5 on our late game board. I don't know that it really matters, to be honest with you.
You picked that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Play silly things. We can do that. Okay, we do not yet beat Scrapper. So again, income, like it's so sexy to like hard income stack this early, but it is sexier to beat Rogue Scrapper. And so I can't, like, if we get JJ, we can't get any in combat scaling and we just lose the Scrapper, right? So, or not JJ, we have JJ. If we get Andy, he literally has no item that could turn this board into something that could beat Scrapper. That's some fixer upper. Defi, did you see me what was it, Thursday or something, when you guys can watch it in the video that just went up, my beehive over explained, but that run starts on day 6 with She-Hare going, is beehive good? I'm like, what kind of insane ass fighting words is that? Like, what? Completely unironically, just hadn't been able to get the build off the ground himself. Was just like, I'm not sure this is good. I'm like, all right, that's them's fighting words. And so we completely pivoted out of our board into a late beehive and wrecked some shit. Kukri is theoretically combat scaling, but not really. What is that? 15 damage at second 8, full body. It's another 15, so 30 damage at 16. Nope. Never gets there. Yeah, I'm a little curious what I'm gonna pull out of my ass to beat Scrapper here, guys. We might not do it. We're gonna grab Kukri. That's how sad we are right now. Okay. So I have two choices here. One is I go to Isla and I swing for Lumbors, and if she has it, we win. We beat Scrapper. Huzzahs us. If she has an upgrade to Longbow, we still don't beat Scrapper. Longbow at silver is not enough to kill him, believe it or not. But that plus something else might. But we're going there for that. Or we could just go to Mountain Pass, take the free XP, and then not fight Scrapper. And kill someone else is the other play here. That's just more guaranteed. So that's what we're gonna do. Borear is actually a bit of a dick. He does a lot of damage. We do have healing, so we probably survive Borear. But Coconut Crab actually has good skills. So we're gonna go to Crab. His skill's actually super useful, even at bronze. 20% max health is pretty cool. Yeah, I should have totally gotten the income. JJ screwed us. Morning, Walter. Welcome in, buddy. By the way, how long we've been running right now? Like 39 minutes, and we're this okay. I'm sorry, we're day 2, 39 minutes into the stream. I did a lot of gapping before we started today. But that's a lot of folks in so early, man. I super appreciate you guys. Normally takes us a little longer to get here, so we are picking up steam. Our little mafia is getting mighty. All right.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly. You're a smart one.
I don't mind grabbing a fast fire item. We find a matchbox that turns into a thing. Slingshot, I don't like it. Bronze, we do have yo-yo. It's part of the makings of us doing a weapons board, but we would have to find... This would have to be silver to even run it, so I'm not going to do it. But we'd also have to find Lumbors for it to be competitive on day 2. So there's our matchbox. There's our marbles. We now know what kind of build we are. Though we have no added fire damage, which is slightly bleak. I probably should just sell the Dame Cords, but you know, gotta do proper play, not sell anything unless I absolutely have to, in case like Barcoon is here or something and we could immediately get value out of it. Okay, so I could automatically get 1 fire damage, or I could fish for many more fire damage, but likely none. We don't have a full board yet. Yeah, we're gonna go to Curio. We whiffed. There we go. I want that. I'll take an e-brace. I love me an e-brace.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
Okay. If I sold my soul, for a reroll, yeah, that doesn't get good. I mean, I can totally afford a reroll, and I can still afford what's it called on the other side if it's there. What is it called? Salamander Pup is what I'm thinking right now. Just to get a bunch of fire damage on our matchbox. That feels pretty greedy, but it wins today. It single-handedly can win today. But actually, shit, let's pull up. I actually know how many items Curio has, because on our new guide here, again, exclamation mark guide in the chat. Or no, this is the guide. Exclamation mark guide in the chat. It is correct. Curio has 48 items. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That knocked me out of that. That, I mean, you get to see a whole like 10, like you can see up to 10, right? And so we have seen 9 items. So now he only has 37 or 38. No, he only has 39. I can do math, guys. My maths are good. Only has 39 other items in the pool that we're gonna fish for that one salamander, but I think that's sensible. I should have maybe done CDR. Okay, there's the income. So that is a bit of a make me feel a teeny tiny bit better. So we can't beat Mac. We're not really stacking here. It's a little sad. I mean, Longbow at its second swing, if we stay ahead on hit points, will kill him. Hopefully. Hopefully this does enough. We probably lose. Again, though, as I said before, if we win 1 out of 2 days, we're feeling on top of the world these days. Our early days are rough. We lose to that. We lose pretty hard and convincingly to that. The it's not stacking the regen. Never mind. Also, wow, is my fire damage stacking? How's my fire damage stacking already? Anyone else surprised? I'm pretty surprised. That is literally these two and bushel. That is a 4-item burn stack. Okay. I know nothing, people. He also had, like, effectively no hit points. So part of why that damage went so fast is because he is a paper suit. All right, let's go to Kina. See if she gives us something spicy. We're kind of leaning into not funky so far. Okay.
You are enough, friend, but I'm glad you bought this.
That balcony gives me delusions of grandeur. Usually you get the item first and then you scale some value and then you buy your balcony. But part of me has dreams. Bandages is pretty good with bushel. Sure. How fast is seashell? 6 seconds? That's never going on my board. Okay, we'll do that. You should go to JJ. JJ's right there. He sells items. Sells a lot of them, as I come to understand. JJ sells 110 different items. Fancy. And many of them could be good for our board. However, there could be behind this door a cryo sleeve. And talk about hipster fun builds. So everybody collectively breathe in, think cryo sleeve in your mind, breathe out. God damn it. As an econ play, that wasn't terrible, but I wanted fun, damn it. Yeah, we go to Etherite.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go. So on our Be Over Explained video that's up, yes, I'm just going to keep nonstop plugging it. I'm sorry. We actually got a late rigged that hasted 4 items, and it almost killed us. It had 4 of our bees swing early, and we went up against the mirror match, and so it let him swing his whole board against our face before we were able to finish off our damage. Luckily, like, he was making some mistakes, and he wasn't able to one-shot us, but, like, yeah, that was the first time I was really sad to have gotten rigged. Didn't occur to me until right after I grabbed it. I'm like, wait, this actually loses me the mirror. It loses me caltrops because I'm not one-shotting, and that can, like, stack up enough that I'm now in range of whatever the hell that shenanigan's doing. It loses me to, like, Ice Club Cold Room. I'm like, wait, do I like this haste? In late game, it just kind of, like, actually makes me weaker against the builds I'm afraid, or, like, yeah, I'm afraid of. So, okay. Re-rolling Ice Cream Truck is a play. not a good play, but it's a play. Middle has a lot better chance of having. She has a lot of strong mid game stuff. She can get she can have all kinds of stuff. She could have a cold room, which would start making sense out of our semi freeze board here. She could have sauna, which makes sense of all of our burn stuff here. She could have just something like a robe, which would suddenly give us enough defensive layers to be fine. All good things. All good things. I'm not sure re-rolling into a large item suddenly makes me more hipster, because most of those items are going to be pretty, like, if they go on our board, that's because they're build defining in a way that we've seen 1,000 times. So let's go to middle.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
You guys want to see a beehive run? Hold on. I'm going to go to the bathroom. If I get more than 3 people say yes to beehives, we'll do beehive. It takes 3 of you, though. That's because somebody wanted spicy, and that's not spicy. That is old hat. So we'll take 3 of you, but I'm going to go to the restroom. Okay, no. Mort's wins. First time chatter came out of the lurk to say no to that. So it's dead. All of you do not get to overrule a first time chatter. It is the power of a first time chatter. No beats. So sorry, I'm going to take 2 quick minutes to run to the restroom. We'll come back and we will dream of what we're going to do. I'm afraid with that new standard, I might have cemented a bunch of you as permanent lurkers, because you don't want to, like, give up the power of the first time commenter status. You're going to, like, hold it until the moment where you're like, fuck that ice club, sir. Okay. Some in combat damage scaling. We have a tool. We have a weapon. We do not have a peril. We do not have a property. That is 3 swings. I don't think that's good enough. We're going to re-roll middle. What are you guys thinking? Silk? Do we like silk? We want to try silk? Anyone not seeing silk shenanigans lately? Want to see some silk? It ends up getting very close to fixer, and usually, like, kind of marries and goes into a fixer board. We don't have a lot of totally spicy brand new lines these days, y'all. Like, it is possible that this late into the meta, most of pick has been played. We're getting that belt, and we are, like, gonna start secretly stacking hit points, and we are gonna have punch up bonk in the back of our brains. Like, that's happening. It is apparel, no. Silk is apparel. I mean, we already ditched the thing before we saw these 2. Belt is also apparel, by the way. So Eldar Tau, welcome, first time chatter. Addicted to early silk and spike shield. Does that mean you want to see it, or does that mean you have seen it and therefore it beeth boring? I don't have good runs with this. I think it's slow. It's slow. That is something that it is. That was a misplay. If I am going to get silk, I should have done it in the reverse order, so that I could have gotten a thing out of ice cream truck. I think I want to belt and knee brace and hit point stack. Okay. I know forcing something from a day 3 board is incorrect, and this might get us in lots of trouble, and we might lose horribly. We might have to pivot into something fractionally more meta if this doesn't go correct in order to salvage the horrible mistake that is the game plan. But the game plan, I'm dreaming right now in my head, is that we go fat pig, but we leave our options open. We try to find a pawn shop, we do belt, we stack our hit points, we go fat pig. But if we find double whammy, cool. Double whammy is our short-term play. But we could try the property fat pig variant if we happen to find our way into that. That is a hogwash. That is a lemonade stand. That's a fucking teapot, y'all. If we happen to, like, that's a spicy play. Like that. So you get those and you enchant them. They are a percentage of your hit points as heal, which means they are a percentage of your hit points as damage if you get the damage enchant on them. And so that's as hipster as I can dream right now, right? I so want a teapot, tea kettle. I'm not sure which tea set, whatever that the tea thing is. You know how much I would give to have a winning tea set run right now? I think that's it. I think we found it. I think we're home. Teapot. Or a sign that gives damage on value.
Oh,
Yeah.
you look a little troubled. Talk about it.
Too slow, but you get the silk shield on the items for 20% hit points. Yeah. There's ways to get silk running. It isn't good early though. Yeah. It's also just not good in the current meta. Is its bigger problem is that shield shield is weak to in combat scaling. And so burn and poison are natural in combat scaling. Every time you swing them again, you have stacked and scaled your damage. So it is just particularly weak to the current meta. And right, so shield writ large is just like weak right now. This is not stacking very fast, so we might want to just upgrade our matchbox. We can fish for the fire skill, but a guaranteed one versus a
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
versus a theoretical 2 is probably better. There we go. Okay. I know we're doing matchbox, but it's a means to an end. Means to an end, y'all. Anything that lets us like run knee brace as long as we can. And I'm not kidding. If we see Curio again and get that thing upgraded, we will get that thing to diamond and enchant it or something. We'll go freaking ham with it. Yeah, methinks we win. Actually, no, 190 shield against fire is pretty strong. That said, our start of combat haste does give us a pretty cool early stack advantage. He's not even stacking. Yeah, there's no way we lose this. No, yeah, there is. It would be that his shield... Yeah, because that he has more shield. But we start with 1,000-something hit points. Yeah, there's no way we lose this. You'd have to get a lot of shield stacks. Okay. I have this thing where in a PvP fight, my brain just keeps trying to dream up new ways in which we lose. I'm a little traumatized by the meta right now. Okay, y'all. I like me some income, but Val Pack can... Yeah, what are we dreaming of? We're dreaming a dream. 2 income's very hard to pass. We're pretty good on income, though. We're not bad on money. We need to find our pawn shop. We need to find our teapot or a hogwash. We try to figure out how to run... You know how many times I've tried this. It should not come out of my mouth. How many times I've tried making hogwash not suck in the mid game. Oh. That's a day early on Duelist, right? That might be slightly terrifying. How early is that? Is he even day 5? That feels so early to me. He just does a shit ton of damage right away, but luckily yeah, that is a day early, and so he would normally kill the crappity. We'd be dead. We actually would have just survived being dead without Bell. And that's only because of knee brace, right? So we only survived that fight by hit point stacking. Because we got him a day early. Pretty strong. We definitely can take Flame Juggler, and he has a decent enough chance of giving us some more fire. Lighter is pretty big just because of how fast it is. The only thing we need on our board to beat Flame Juggler is Bushel. It just by itself wins this fight. You can have as much damage in the world as you want, and you will lose this fight to him. But a standalone bronze Bushel. I mean, don't try it at home. It might be like slightly off. You might need a tiny bit more damage. But it will stabilize. And then his burn completely falls off, and then it'll just start healing you back up. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think that goes in place of, well, probably bandages. All right, Agenta, we need a hit point skill. I don't know if you get. I'm a national speech champion, y'all. Like in college, like actually competitive. I can't put two words together without tripping over them. Like, my, how the mighty have fallen. I do not know what has happened to my brain in these intervening years, but it's both tragic and sad. Okay, none of that makes any sense. We're gonna reroll. Do we want like a background money tree doing shit? We do need to start spending money on weapons. We don't have to sell that, but we do have to sell our smalls. I'm not doing anything with Yo-Yo. Not at bronze. Yeah, we could grab this and make some sense out of it. We could get money tree, and then the money tree pitchfork is going to give us two, although we'll have stash constraints we can solve. I mean, am I actually going to get... Yeah, I want to. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. God damn it. I want globe. I'm doing hit point stacking here. I'm doing that. I'm just spending all my money on shit we don't need. Okay. Isla can have whammy, but we don't need it yet. We don't. It can come to us. We have time. We shall let that sit. And we're gonna go to. Sure. Cool. Womp. It's not exactly a well-functioning item on my board right now, anyway, but that's fine.
I should warn you. I am like other Jumanji.
All right, y'all. How's everyone doing? It's a Monday. That's why my early view count is higher. We get Mondays are pretty good around here. That's a board that kills us. Normally, we have a lot of hit points. And we are stacking damage, so we might. That is eventually that damn slingshot's gonna run out of ammo, and then our burn will actually hurt his face. Ooh, is it eventually enough though? It is. Just. Yeah, he's running the good old weapons board. Doing a decent job of it. He's kind of hurting for a yo-yo here, where because if that thing kept swinging, we might have lost that fight because that was doing a lot of shield by the end there. Okay, we should. Damn it, I hate that so much. Okay, I love the pity piggle. I've been arguing forever that when you lose to another hero, you should get an item from them. Pig should obviously a pickle because that's just cemented in lore now. Vanessa, a cannonball. Mac, a chunk of lead. And Dooley, like the microchip thing or the whatever the chip thing is. Like that would just be a fun mechanic. But what I don't like is if it's random as all get out, like it depends on whether or not Pig has pickles in his stash, which is a hard thing to predict. I can't prepare my stash space for that, and I lose value because of this bug. That's on the frustrating side of life. Do I want to get rid of stones in place of running the Pyggle? Probably not. I don't think that's correct. Maybe. This, actually, misplay. That is the correct setup there. So then I could put a little bit. Yeah, fine. I don't know that I care either way. I'm going to probably chuck both of those into the trash. Yeah, we'll go to midsies. See what this... Okay, we got drum. We got drum on day 5 before level 7. We win, y'all. Cool. Game over. It's a little early to do shipment. I'm going to fall asleep sitting up. Oh, man. Inverse coffee. Poison coffee. Yeah, I don't think shipment makes sense, but we do have the money to reroll. What am I doing? I don't have a plan for this. Like, it doesn't get good anymore, right? Right? How many coins are we going to get that Money Tree's actually going to do something? I don't know. Somebody said weird shit. That feels weird. It is just an econ item. And investing that hard into econ scalers this early is incredibly dangerous because like our money needs to be fungible. For us to be able, like, it needs to be free so that we can keep building boards so that we can make a big swing and a pivot if the thing comes to us, et cetera, right? So like, so you shouldn't be upgrading your money line to gold right now. That's just like terrible bad play. Don't do it. I did stop and think about the vending machine, but the stash constraint of it all felt a little much to me. I'm a little more in love with the idea of the belt, the globe, etc., doing our hit point stacking in the background, so that's why I didn't do that for the 1 coin. I would grab a cash register, because I only need 2 spaces, and that's 2 coins, and that feels doable to me. Go to the mayor. I have 1 gold marbles, 2 silver marbles with proboscis. With Bushel Robe and weapon scaling on shield, I need to put shield on that proboscis for fun. My dude. That man is out hipstering us. He must be stopped. Must be stopped. I did get a heavy marble from the enchant encounter, from the start enchant, and I went to Curio and I got the 2 items that added slow to it, and then I immediately went to Andy and got the upgrade. So I had a 6-second slow marbles on day 1. It wasn't good because I didn't have anything to activate with it, but it was funny. It was funny as hell. Imagine my opponent just going like, what is happening? How is everything slow right now? Oh my god, did we make temp shelter work? So this is Silk Scarf at home. This is if Silk Scarf took up an extra spot for no good reason. So we're not gonna do that. That's never correct. Toxic temp shelter, he falls asleep. Good night, Walter. Sleep sweet, my prince.
Look into my
I'm
eyes,
sorry.
little mouse.
No. Just no. I will say, a while ago somebody posted on the Reddit like the streamers to fall asleep to. S tier, A tier, whatever. And I'm a nothing streamer. I'm tiny. I'm not gonna make any list or anything right now, right? Nobody is making tier lists that have my face on it. But I have never seen a list I wanted to be on less. And I get what they meant is calm, right? Like Like the to fall asleep to means the like calm vibe, the like, you know, just soothing, and that's absolutely something to aim for. But I saw that and I was like, that is not my demographic. That is not my play. Isla, maybe could have a briefcase. We could get some coinage.
I do miss it.
Hey guys, we have one vote for Bob. Walter is probably fallen asleep. That was too long to take a break from a man who was pleading for me to step up my monkey game. So
When you carry my weapon,
we're gonna grab Bob, but we don't have to Bob with Bob. We can re-roll into a medium obsidian, which there are lots of ways in which that can become very fun. One of which is hogwash. That could be fun as hell. So let's keep our dreams open, our mind open. We already have another tool on here, right? Yeah. So that's a little slow-ish. Let's see. I'm not taking knee brace off. I still want that play. Oh, we don't need Pickles. Pickles is not it. So there we go. That's fine. We're slightly less survivable, and we are slightly more able to kill you. 700 damage is fuck all right now, though. I'm not wild about this. I'm not sure he's ready for prime time, Sir Bob. Part of me wants that fang to get him there, but again, I think I might reroll Bob. Yeah, I got belt. Like, it's just not a lot of damage. Like, we're a little damage weak. I mean, we're fire stacking. Oh, you're right. You're right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, you're totally right, Walter. By the way, I have a vision of Walter like waking up from a slumber because I said something stupid and he had to correct me. I think Walter will die and then in his grave climb his way out to be like, dude, no, that's dumb. It's this. I love having you here in the chat so much, Walter. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, buddy. Like, you make me so much better at this game by keeping me in check. All right. There's nothing else here that's worth doing. I'm not gonna sell off for any of that. Part of me is like, oh, I could be charging. That'd be like 40 damage on our beast, right? By the time beast swings. It's like not a bad combo if we're going long-term Bob. But again, I think I want to re-roll Bob into like an obsidian. I want to re-roll Bob. We're gonna stick with the board we got. We're gonna deal with that in a minute. We are going to upgrade his ass. I did have dreams of belt, but no, this is this. Oh, buddy. Okay, do we live 10 seconds against Dooley? Is the age-old question.
My dreams are too big.
Is it 10 seconds, or am I permaslowed and frozen and it's more like 20? Is the other Dooley question. We shall see. Oh my god, it's Drill! How original. Who knew? You don't see that every day if you don't play the Bazaar every day. Chomp, 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 chomp. Tasty robot bits. Thank you and good night. Walter, you wanted to stay awake. All I have to do is just keep saying misinformation. That is that man's coffee right there. That is that man's caffeine. All right, boys. Dream. Just close your eyes and dream. All right. I have yet I say, to make hogwash ever work? Want. Just haven't. Hasn't been done. Not for me. Today's the day. Today is the day. We need to find unwashed bird. I understand it has a different name. That's what we call it here. And something else. Maybe awaits, maybe whatever. But we are full hogwash, and we are so happy to be full hogwash. I mean, we're probably gonna get our butts handed to us, but we are going to enjoy the shit out of it. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have value stacking happening. So Obsidian's open sign is not going to do anything with this combo unless I also like do some value on the side. Yet. I like that Money Tree is only like 50 coins away from being a worse bushel. Yeah. I hit it first try. I turned on the client, guys. I turned on the client. I wanted to have fun. I popped it on. I don't know if anyone's seen my YouTube video of Streamer Client Exposed. We had a Obsidian Ice Club run where I kept making the joke, I'm turning on the client now, and then I would like call my shot and I hit it over and over and over again. It was so seen that I'm like, all right, this is a video now. Like we're just doing this. We are turning this into a silly ass video. Not sure how I feel about this. I suppose I don't need to run that. Sure, whatever. We'll do that. Do I like slow against him more than I like to burn? Yes, I like slow more than I like to burn. Okay.
No need to read the contract.
I suppose I could have... I need to think more. I need to start stopping and maybe looking up some of the monsters. So as soon as you play an archetype you haven't played in a while, or you haven't played ever, you often need to like readjust your mental around what the monsters are capable of, in terms of their drops, because you just like haven't locked that in. So, okay, we want a pawn shop. We want a bird, and then probably an ointment, and that would be our dream board. Yeah, that would be our dream board. Or we could just try to one-shot this shit with like a pawn shop and maybe I should have grabbed the balcony, because like pawn shop balcony and just hogwash, like just like starting with enough flat hit points to do it and not needing to scale is the other way. Gosh darn it. I'm on board. I want that one. That one. Okay, Kina. Belt, please. Streamer client. Holy shit, you guys. Do you see what just happened? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. For those playing at home, we gain hit points the more we heal. The more hit points we have, the more damage we do. So we're looking for heal frequency. So I need to find items that heal a lot. I have a 5-second burn, which can get faster, a 3-second burn, a 4-second burn, and a thing that heals every time I burn. Kina, thank you. I've always liked you, Kina. Hold on.
I grew up in a pacifist commune, but they were so
We gotta listen.
passive.
Kina has earned our respect. We have to listen to our voice lines until we get to the aggressive one.
To achieve peace, we need action. Aggressive action.
I fucking love that line. Okay. Thank you, Kina. I don't think we're going out of our way for chocolate bars yet. I don't think we're quite there in the game plan. But
If you're not growing, you're failing.
okay, let us dream. Reginald doesn't have good skills. He does have when you use a weapon charge a heal item. So there could be a little bit of like we could get our hogwash down to functionally 4 seconds for the first 5, then 10 swings. That's not super strong. It's not when you heal charge a damage, it's when you damage or when you weapon charge a heal. And so if it went the other way, oh, cool, but it doesn't, so it's not. Ortis could just get like some big start of combat shield for us. I think we're just gonna go to Orla.
I am not a wild
Another hit point thing would be good.
long time.
First strike, if we are gonna lean towards bonking eventually, is very strong. It's really shit for our board, but it's really strong later. Heal 5 on each heal a monster skill. Yes, that is the one that comes from Street Gamer. Every time you use a small item, heal 5. It's Street Gamer monster skill. We don't have it in our heal better. Do I want this? Am I going bonk? Like, I think I'm hotspot. What am I missing, Walter? What's hotspot? Hold on. Bazaar. Skills. Hotspot. Use your leftmost burn 2. Sure, question mark. This isn't going to be my board forever. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could have been cheeky and crafty. That is typical brilliant Walter thinking. That's a very good idea, and you put lighter over there, and then you get some use case out of it. Just Sun is not going to be there forever. This is a very, very short term until we can get to bonk. So we're dreaming of bonk. So either I want to go for strike for the eventual bonk, meaning I have no crit in the meantime, or I reroll trying to find something else. I just can't think of what I'm looking for exactly. We're gonna reroll. When you use a weapon, your heal items gain 20 heal. That's small but usable. I think the breeze is pretty big, or I just deal with CDR. We will be under 5 at some point. I don't know that we're going to burn forever, so we're going to go with CDR. I think the Frostfire is a better skill. It's just, like, absolutely strong. You at home should Frostfire. You should not do whatever stupid nonsense I'm doing right now. Okay. We go to Curio. We are dead broke. Okay. Am I going to get rid of like marbles permanently? Yes. Because with this setup, it's going to be Steam Ladle, if it's anything. Bushel is just never better than our burns now because of what we're doing. So I can make a little bit of space. It's a little bit of space. We don't have a lot of money. We're not going to reroll. We're just seeing if we want anything on this board. I think we'll take the 5 crit chance and run. We could stack some flat damage, but that's not the way I want to play this. Yeah. I want a pawn shop, man. I want a pawn shop bad. I'm a little worried. This is cocky, and this is the easiest way to make sure it doesn't happen. I'm a little worried we're going to cash out before we get into our final form. So now that I've said that, we are going to start hard losing. Because you can't put that kind of shit out into the Bazaar universe. That is an easy way to get your face kicked in.
Bring her about.
Jesus. We're a monster. What is her start of combat hit point pool? What? She's having a bad day. She's level 6 on day 6. Yeah, she's having a bad day. It happens to all of us. It's not her fault. We only had 5 times her hit point pool, y'all. Balance. Okay, what do I want? I desperately, desperately, desperately want pawn shop. Otherwise, I'm a little confused. I'm a little listless. I'm a little without aim. We'll go to Andy.
The finer the meal.
I'll take both of those.
Diamonds come in small boxes.
I almost said so do you, Andy, and then I realized that was very creepy. Diamonds come in small box. So do you, Andy. I'm barely gonna put Andy in a coffin. All right, marbles. We set it free and it came back to us at gold, which I like. But then I'd have to take knee brace off my board. And a day nothing is as hipster as a day 7 knee brace, y'all. Like just nothing quite kicks like a knee brace on day 8. That feels good. How I'm having trouble. I always have this trouble. I had less of this trouble on Friday because Friday I was really in a deep fuck it all mood. I had no trouble at all on Friday, but today I'm having a little trouble balancing my desire to play well and win against my desire to do shenanigans. And so you at home, the way that I'm usually able to release it and set it into the wild is I would tell you what I would do had I not been a jackass. You should buy the marbles. Buy the marbles, y'all. Gold marbles is amazing. And between these two is broken. Disrupting the enemy board state. Chef's kiss. Mwah. You should do it. You should do that at home. That is correct. And you were happy to do it. You think I should play the empty slot? What do we do empty? Like get lighter for it? We're not taking e-brace off our board. I'm willing. I don't know why we're doing it, but I'm totally willing to. I'm not willing to lose or to win a monster fight slower to do it, but I'm willing to do it in the PvP fight. I just don't know why, but we can do it. Hold on. Chili could have a 3-second heal with freeze if we also got our other thing. Is that fast enough? Because, like, these will have to go away when we get pawn shop, right? These 2 spots will be taken up, so we only have a medium. And then if you put Chili's heal in between the 2 of those, you now have, like, 3-second freeze. Is it 4 seconds now, though? It's 4 seconds now. It's Sergeant 4. We're going to go Sergeant Suds, and we're going to find ourselves a rivet gun, and we're going to play. He does have an icy medium, but you need 2 large items to make it work. And again, I think it's at 4 now, and I don't like it at 4. It is hammock. Can I spell? Doesn't do monk. No? Ham? Helps if I'm on item, it turns out. Yeah, I spelled it right the damn first time. 13-second -5. It's 3. It is 3. It is 3. It used to be 2. That's what it was. Do I like it at 3? To transform into an icy medium. I see what you're saying. That's spicy. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Can we beat Chili? Yeah, we should be able to beat Chili. We only have 2.5 times Chili's hit points, guys. I'm a little worried. Wait till the end of the fight when we have 5 times Chili's hit points. What the hell? Hit point stacking OP, you guys. You heard it here last. What's my streaming schedule? It is 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What is that GMT? I should be doing everything in GMT, right? Everyone has a concept of what GMT is except for us Americans. What is 7 or 3 a.m. PST in GMT? So 10 a.m. GMT to 2 p.m. GMT. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. GMT. I usually run a little later than that, but I kind of have a hard stop at 3 p.m. GMT. I'm gonna just keep saying GMT now. Sorry. Oh, you're NA. Okay. So 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. With the hard stop at 8. That's California time. I don't know where in the States you are.
It's all about motivation.
I live in the States. You can be like 2 hours that way or 3 hours that way. Because we run wide. Because we are fat in this country. Both in and as a country. What do I want here? I suppose I'll go loot? I feel like I'm playing a little slow for a board that's leaning towards cashing out.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can sell you things.
Suppose? Yes. I mean, is it the amount of this thing's heal that I really care about? Not really.
Where's Midsworth? Oh,
Then again, we just have a giant money tree in our stash, just like waiting to go away. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Fuck, I forgot to turn the streamer client off. Oh my god, Rainhead's gonna be so mad at me. I can only make that joke so many times. But I will keep making that joke forever. I think it's time. I think it served us okay-ish. It has been in our stash for a long time and has only gotten us 10 gold. Now, we've never seen like a we've not seen one briefcase this game, which is just such a fucking oddity. So, not necessarily good old Tree's fault there. That said, I do not feel terrible about letting her go. Thanks, man. Yeah, we woke up on the side of violence and decided we were going to do some shenanigans. What do I even want here? I guess I want gold. Can't conceive of something Isla has that I want. You, at home, should always go to Isla post day 5 for the Ice Club of it all, because Ice Club is 10 wins and 10 wins in 3 slots is what that is. But Joe chocolate bars? Yes, hit point. Gumballs. Hit points. Hit point, hit point, hit points. We do everything for the HP here. This is probably the first hogwash that I have gotten off the ground. And only because we came at it sideways with an obsidian bob that we picked up from Isla that we re-rolled into. You know what I should have done is I should have gone to Isla for another large obsidian item, because that is not greedy at all. And then I should have again re-rolled that into my obsidian pawn shop. That's the play I missed, you guys. While we're doing client, one win. They're at the cash out, so they might have a strong enchant. Not that we don't have a strong enchant. We are only 4 times their hit point pool. It is a diamond obsidian flagship. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy crap. That was a lot of damage. How did she not win yet? How has she not won once with that? Can somebody... Am I missing something? That seems nuts. What am I missing here, you guys? Like, why is that losing? Oh, it's Obsidian. Yeah, okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't think we have anything we want to reroll here. I think we should chuck Ladle. Which means we could use Ladle as the catch. Okay. Pawn shop, please. swear I thought we had it. I thought that was there. It's gonna be here. Here it is. Pawnee. Pawn. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I can get the balcony before I get the pawn shop. It's not the order I like to do these things in. I suppose we'll do ledger.
Sad to say goodbye.
All right. We are now stash constrained, but we can make some value plays out of that. All right, Kina.
With no weapons, leave with big bones.
So depending on when you get it, Kiuas is just an incredible econ play. We can just like start buying and selling these properties for like a marginal value of 3. Like we would just gain money of 3 every time we do it. You have to have some money to make that money though. So it's not a play we're gonna do. And we just did ledger, and so we should like let ledger pay itself back before we chuck it for something else. We could go gym and double down on the arms dealer I keep forgetting we have it and not properly using. Of all the ways I could stack hit points, I got an early skill that I just decided not to use for that function. Okay, we're gonna go burn bot. Yeah, she did do 34. Yeah, she's just gonna hard win. That's nice. She got herself to the 4 win point probably, right? That probably came back around, pulled her out, kept her from losing rank. It'll be tough to keep that thing going to 7, but has a chance. He was pretty behind on XP though. Okay. Okay. I have nothing I want to enchant. And I hate doing this at bronze. But it feels like knee brace. I mean, I can enchant ledger if we want to be rich. We're not exactly poor, and I don't know what we're spending money on. And I feel like enchanting ledger is too, what's the word, correct for us. That's not the game we're doing, right? We're doing shiny knee brace is what we're doing. I need to start actually. I'm gonna start dumping my upgrades onto this. That's how silly we are. Okay, what are my skills? Yeah, all my skills are fire. We'll upgrade those. Although Prospero could have had a shot.
Oh, hi. I mean, greetings.
Hey, welcome in, y'all.
3 RDSP just raided with 40 viewers.
Third SB, welcome, welcome. Third SB crew, welcome, welcome. I have to say it every time I see him. Third SB was our very first raid on this channel and brought us like 80 something viewers, and turned us into a 15-person stream up into like a 50-person stream. He's responsible for most of you all being able to see me up when you go into Twitch and find me, and like most of you found me because of Third SB. So he is the patron saint of this stream. I so appreciate you, man. Like seriously, thank you for that. Thank you for every time you've done it since. I don't have words for gratefulness that don't get schmaltzy and get everyone here feeling uncomfortable. So I'm just going to say thank you. And to everyone that just came in, welcome, welcome. We are doing hipster shit, and we have been misplaying the whole time. Because I forgot that I have right eye, and so hogwash should be on the right. That's how right eye works. In case anyone didn't know, that's how right eye works. Hi, I'm a streamer. How you doing? Okay, so this is the hipster bullshit we're doing. We went to Isla. She gave us an Obsidian Bob. We said, that's interesting. Nobody's playing Bob right now, but not enough. Not spicy enough. What we want is an Obsidian Hogwash. We called it for the first time in all of fucking history. Mandala gave me the thing I wanted, and we got an Obsidian Hogwash. We had already been working on belt and our knee brace that we just upgraded to shiny. Yes, I spent my level 10 enchant on our knee brace. I will be talking about the correct lines and how you should be doing things on Pig. You will learn things from the things coming out of my mouth. You will not be learning from the plays I'm doing right now, because we're doing weird, silly shit. But I will be telling you what the correct play should have been. So we shall both learn and do shenanigans, but we are mostly here for the shenanigans. Let us be abundantly clear. Can anyone dream a dream of a Nufu skill, of any skill in our pool that is worth spending the absolute goddamn fortune Nufu's going to charge us? Speak now or forever hold your peace. You at home should be going to Isla. It is past day 5. You probably have not converted your hogwash into a winning play and have lost a bunch and need to figure out how to come back from running hogwash on your board, which is almost always a quick way to lose. And so you would be going to Isla to go ice club fishing, because that is how you get 10 wins out of the gutter. So that is the correct play. Had you been... Yeah, that's the correct play. That said, you're the reason people are here, being a fun time. Thanks, man. Misplaying the whole time sounds like almost all my runs. Mine too. Except I have the cheat code which you gave us, which is Walter Coolest, is one of our like constant presences in the chat, who constantly like keeps me in check and basically like has made me 3 times the gamer I am, and often is like how we get the correct information that we're providing to you. And we got him from you. He came over on that first raid you gave us. So the gift that keeps on giving. Silver Hot Springs, of course. Non-weapon items grant max XP. Hoarder. Healthy hoarder. Healthy hoarder. Healthy hoarder. Healthy hoarder. You know, kind of what I expect from Nufu. I don't know that I want to spend the gold on any of that. First time I use a non-weapon, charge a weapon. Actually, mixed message is pretty good. Mixed message is very good. Yeah, I think we go for that. That's fine. That's all my gold, but that's fine.
As long as you draw breath, your training is not complete.
I don't know why that took a second for my brain to click in. I don't know why, but I thought that graphic was the one for the tool skill that gives like your tools multicast. So we got to kill this lady twice. He's got to kill us like 4 times though. If you think we're intimidated by that hit point pool, darling, I got really sad news for you. She's got a damn strong build though. I don't know. I'm feeling nervous. She is scaling. And we're swinging slow. We lose. We actually lost. Look at this. Oh my god, it's close. Oh my god, it's close. 91 hit points. Holy shit. That was a battle. Yeah, the poison just kept stacking up. That did most of the damage, was that poison over all that time, although Cannonade did some shit, man. That is a build. First time you use a large item, haste 3. That's it. It's just like a weapons board that has upgraded successfully and correctly with Fiery Rebirth, right? And that's usually not, and Shark Claws, so that she just like keeps scaling infinitely forever. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at someone who had a winning strategy. That is a good board. Cool. We're tickled. We're tickled pink. First of all, we have not gotten our pawn shop yet. This is not our final form. This is just like waiting for us to move into. If we lose 2 more times, we get to hipster longer, right? We're not sad about that at all. And what we would be sad about is losing to like Dualtron, is losing to Poppy Fields, is losing to the thing everyone has lost to 300 times. We will not be sad about weapons Vanessa, like holding on and going late, right? Like somebody being like, I'm not gonna pivot, I'm staying right the fuck here, and I'm gonna still beat your face in. We're not mad about that. Like, you go, girl, you keep doing that. We're happy about that. That was fun to watch. Also, if you can't enjoy losing, don't play this game. It is stressful. I'm not saying that we all have to like stiff upper lip, be above it all, be able to like constantly be cheery or happy. But the easiest time to enjoy losing is when the other person did something hipster, fun, cool, etc. Just like think of the run they're having and like have joy for them, and then it makes it all, I don't know. That's the bullshit I tell myself. Okay. We are not making good use of our ledger. We're going to make some use of our ledger right now because we are a little poor. So little can go into the trash. We now have the 3 spots for the coins. We shall take the, can that upgrade with the day, for the love of God? Why are we getting bronze coins on day 9, right? Like, come on. Can somebody like fix the spaghetti code and give us something decent? Yurden does not have the skill Street Gamer does. Yurden is also easier to beat than Street Gamer. This is sad, right? It's so cool to have this in the game. I know he feels a kind of way about it, but like, I love it. I love it. I think that kind of fourth wall break, I think it's super fun. But he's got to be a final boss, right? What is happening that I can't think of the builds he beats? I've never lost to Yurden. I've had days where I've been like, I'm in the middle of a transition. I just cannot take any monster fight. I don't do any damage. I only do a tiny bit of heal and shield. Damn it, I guess I lose the monster fight as I'm putting my board back together. And I'm like, oh, cool, Yurden, never mind, I win. Do we want Tiscari for crit chance? Ryakon can have the weapon lifesteal, which would be pretty big. He can also have some weapon crit chance. He could also have the big numbers thing, which gives your large weapons double damage. Tiscari can have a bunch of property crit stuff, property scaling stuff. I think I talked myself into Ryakon as I was saying him out loud. Now, the chance that we're going to get any of it is pretty slim. Or we could just upgrade our mixed message.
It is paradise.
I think it's that.
Promised all in to never eat students.
Okay. Orion has literally nothing we want, so we get to go to chocolate bars because we would like to pop our ledger. We get rid of icicle. We're gonna run one short here. I suppose we could chuck globe. Because that's pretty slow. That's very slow. Let's get some chocolate bars. Let's spend some money. Chuck some money around for the spicy kind of chocolate, because we are a hit point build. We are Fat Pig. Okay, where are we? We're day 11. The upgrade at 12 is a little meaningless, but the upgrade at 13, which I will be here tomorrow, is upgrading Hogwash to Diamond. That said, Herma could single-handedly upgrade Hogwash to Diamond. We're going to do the monster fight.
I'll bring ye in chains to the tyrant.
Yeah, we definitely need Bird. We've been looking for Bird. We haven't found Bird. That's spicy. So we'd be running this like instead of our sauna package. I know we could run it in place of knee brace. I understand that's a thing. We will not be doing that because knee brace is like the is the declaration of ludicrousness that we're doing here. Do I like this better? I'm not doing as much heal, so I'm losing some in-combat scaling, but I am just, like, killing them faster, which is objectively not a bad thing to be doing. Upgrading Sana doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, hasting Sana doesn't make any sense, so maybe I'm still doing... maybe I just lose the heal. I don't know that I like this. I don't like it for vibes. I think it is stronger, but I don't like, you know... We don't feel put together anymore. I need something else on the other side of Captain's Wheel, and this ain't it. I'm pretty sure Captain's Wheel wins faster. It doesn't win cooler. I don't know. How saucy can we be, right? Like, this is fine. This is fine. We'll just do it. I do want to see how it performs. I'm just curious what the vibe is.
I may be young,
So we're gonna do that.
but I've seen my share of storms.
I think we're gonna get a little bit of spinach out of this first hogwash. Yeah, because of the charge skill.
Next time,
Yeah, that's
boys,
pretty dangerous.
Less blunder, more plunder.
These are doing nothing now. We can get rid of them. Yeah, that's dangerous. We need to find... We need our bird. We need the bird. We need... Yep. Obviously, you should go here for cooldown reduction, and XP and all the funness, but we're going to get bird from our item. I want a hipster. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh my god, you guys. Oh. Oh, yes, fucking yes. Stop playing Grace. No. What? Walter? Walter doesn't understand the assignment. It pains good players to watch people do incorrect things. And I understand that. And that has made us significantly better to have a lot of you be very good at calling us out whenever we make the tiniest misplay. And then we make corrections because of it, and we get better because of it. And, like, I love my chat. You guys are the absolute fucking best. And I'm looking at you, Walter. You are the best. But fuck it all Fridays, and when we're apparently doing that on Mondays sometimes, is the exception to the rule. And this is here, Flare. There's no amount of damage that beats Flare. Now, if I get birds might take its place and go into the catch on the Captain's Wheel, because then we have reached our final form. But yeah, no, we're doing that. I'm throwing all this in the garbage. That's unfair. Of course it makes no sense, Walter. That's why it's funny. The man doesn't get the joke. That's why it's funny. It's a shiny bronze Neeberries. We enchanted an item to make it as good as a silver item you don't run after day 4. If you don't get the joke, I don't know how to explain it to you. I find that fucking hilarious. Okay. We can go for the guaranteed hit points at this, or we could go to Herma to try to swing for our upgrade, which would then mean we could drop our real upgrade on belt, and that's what I want to do, because getting the salted diamond would be amazing and gorgeous and whatever. So we're going to Herma. It's a bit of a swing. We're fine if we miss.
See ya.
Upgrade the other belt instead of hogwash. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's happening. That is correct. What does our heal go up to? Like 2%? Yeah, the other belt's gonna get, but I'm hoping that we can find her here. No, for a second, I believed. Yeah, no. I could run this on my PvE board for a little bit of money. We're fine on money. That's not a problem. We're not gonna worry about that.
Easy. Hope you can handle yourself.
All right, Prospero.
Mr. Pygmalien.
Now, Now you do this? Okay. It sucks because it's pretty late in the scaling game. What are we at, 4? Can I even afford it? So that's 35, 40. Math is hard, you guys. Math is so hard. 42, 46, 54, I think. That we're over. We're there. We're home. We're doing it. But then I don't have any money to buy and sell things for my pawn shop. This the one teeny tiny problem with this plan is that my pawn shop is worth fucking nothing. I can't not. I've been asking for it the whole damn game. All right, I can't not. I can't not do it. Are we there? No. God, we're so close. Okay, Walter. Okay, Walter. Okay. You know how much this hurts? You know how much this wounds me. What I want to do is throw away my ledger, buy my pawn shop, selling a silver knee brace. Man doesn't get the cool. Sir. Oh, shit. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to. We're throwing away Captain's Wheel. I mean, I should, because once Pawn Shop goes on my board, I'm not running that. And Pawn Shop's going on my board immediately because it's cooler. I know we don't have any real value, but it is cooler. So we are going to do that by Pawn Shop. Okay. And so since Pawn Shop's going on my board, I can't fit knee brace. So it's fine to sell knee brace. Oh, shit. God. Timing. I did that incorrectly. That is a misplay, y'all. Is a deep misplay. I should have bought Hatchet first. And then Pop. So what we actually have to do, which is a little silly, but it works, is buy jewelry, sell jewelry, pop the value on shiny knee brace, sell knee brace, buy Hatchet, sell Hatchet. But we can just leave it in the catch for right now, and then put truffle value on our pawn shop. We're there. We don't need any more Prospero. Now we just need chocolate bars for days. Uh-oh. He's one of the few people that I'm not sure we can actually take. Do we swing fast enough to get 2 hits in before he destroys anything? I think we do. I think we're fine. Let's do it. All right. Limit testing for surezies. Yeah, how fast do we go? Because we both haste it and charge it, I think that because we crit
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
wasn't exactly the test we were looking for.
If you're not growing,
We missed a little bit of critical information there. Oh,
moving up in the world.
buddy. We can't radiant anything. We literally can't radiant anything. That's fun. I kind of love when you have to skip a free enchant. That's when you know your build has direction.
Small things remind me
There's-
of seeds, acorns,
It has intentionality.
home.
It's something. I shouldn't have gone to Barcoon. I should have just gotten the small free item because Barcoon is really pricey for our blood. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep our money. I know I could get ATM. We only have 1 extra day of the income. That doesn't make any sense. I want to keep our money in case we get like an Andy and we could actually buy and sell a couple of things. Look at that. Look at that. And I know we should. This is really good when you're on this side of the monster fight. I understand. We're trying to
First step toward good taste. You wanna buy
Jesus.
that?
Get our rewards card.
Excellent.
Yes.
That suits you beautifully.
Sell. Okay, so our catch should look something like this now. Yeah, right there. Okay. Ledger's fine. We can sell. We can re-roll by a couple more silver smalls. I don't really want to buy the gold small. Yeah, I will. We're just trying to get as much value as we can. We only have 2 days left. Yeah, we can't. We're not doing any of that. This is fine. This is fine. We're good. One more tiny value. I can do one more, but we want some money tomorrow. All right, y'all. Oh, I never use a non-weapon. You're right. I bricked mixed message.
I should warn you.
Do we care? I mean, do we
Go
care?
ahead. Underestimate me. It makes
care.
this more fun. Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
All right. That is working. What I love is that we are nowhere. If we had lost a lot early and this thing was running to like a day 15, like we are so set up, like especially with the enchant, to be over 100,000 hit point pig right now. We are not going to spend the extra money. We get so much more hit point value out of cycling smalls right now. Oh, it's totally ass if we play versus crowd control. We are very, very weak to freeze and slow. Absolutely we are.
I'm a people person.
But we get immune to it by virtue of being immortal, is what this build normally does, right? And so it usually starts running late, and then as freeze and slow piles on, like your hit point pool gets past the kill range. We got pawn shop very, very, very late though. That is a thing. None of that makes any sense to us. I mean, you know, we got limited stand like 5 days ago. Would have been lovely. We cannot beat Void Golem. That is an easy way to lose. So I think we want the Boss Harrow slow skill would be pretty cool. Salt focus. Yeah, no, you're right. They need very, very little freeze to perma freeze. That said, I got 2 more days in the bank, right? 3 more. I could lose today. I could lose tomorrow. I get an enchant, and then I have the 3rd more day. So we could go to day 12, 13, right? At which point our hit point pool, we're at 47,000 HP, right? So the real way, this works the same way that Bonk does. And Bonk is okay right now once you get it far enough. This works exactly the same that Bonk does, which is that if they don't freeze or slow you, you win. And if they do freeze or slow you, they have to also have enough crowd control to perma-freeze and slow you and get through your 100,000 hit point pool. Are there builds that can do it? Sure. Femur Mac can do it. A really well put together Poppy Field Mac can do it. But those only slow, they don't even freeze. So like Dualtron, maybe, right? Like the ones that actually perma-freeze and my Hogwash never gets to swing are considerably lower. Oh no, this is not high hit points. We are so early. This is nothing. I think 180,000 the highest I've gotten, but we just saw like this week a 400,000 fat pig on the Reddit.
I did not seek this power for my own gain. I seek it to share it.
You can't get radiant like Bonk, which is a huge downside. Absolutely. It's why this build is more fun and more hipster. The crit chance is fun. I want to see if there's something a little more spicy. I whiffed. I should have ran with the crit chance. We're going with 50 flat. Your weapon's cooldown is reduced by 15 while your enemy has a frozen item.
I doubted a non-sleep.
Unless they're running cryo sleeve, that's not exactly gonna help. We got radiant offered to us twice. It's really like we read Bonk. Would you like your Bonk to be good? No, sir.
There's 2 kinds of
That is not the kind of fat pig we are.
stupid.
just in case we lose today, vending machine would actually be fire. Kind of a weird play. Re-rolling is kind of a weird play. What do I even want right now? I just want hogwash. Can I buy hogwash if I re-roll at 24? If I sell everything I own. It's not a high likelihood, but we only got 1 day left. Again, if you've been here from the beginning, this is not the correct play run. Okay, so 24. This is it, right? That is 20. Math is so hard, you guys. I have 26 in the thing. So if I spend all my gold, I still can sell off to get the upgrade. Prospero can't have it. Middle can't have it. Dala can't have it. Herma can. Come on, Herma. Whiff. Oh, she had bird. Well, that's a little late, Irma. I can still sell off all my gold. Because business card got the one, and I wait to re-roll and see if she has it. He does not, damn. I just wanted it for the style points of all diamond, is what we were doing there. We were hard fishing for style. It is unfortunate we did not get it. We shall have to kill this fatty pig without style. So, obviously, pig is terrifying in the late game, as evidenced by these shenanigans. We lose to Ice Club. We lose to a better bonk board. Yeah. There's... Why are you sticking with the hogwash? Walter! We've talked about this. By the way, Masquerade, sorry I didn't recognize. Also, I'm talking over the wind that happened there. So sorry I didn't recognize your first time chat. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Thanks so much. We're gonna do this again. Your rewards card in the hogwash. Was I? I did that instead of the pawn shop? Ah, that was just a brain fart. Sorry. It is at 30. I didn't do that. I'm sorry. It was a little silly. I'm in a bit of a mood in case nobody could tell. So he got a freeze on his luxury kiosk. He has his kiosk down. Thanks so much. Welcome, man.
25,765,256 has joined the Goose Mafia.
257-65256. Welcome in, welcome in. That is a interesting name, my man. This is a very, very, very strong Kiuas with the freeze package. Its Kiuas is down to 3.3 seconds and freezes. He's got his ointment. He's got his cold room. I think cold rooms swing 9 times. Is this freeze enchanted? No. Cold rooms swing 9 times. I don't think it did. First time you fall below half healthy, fight use this. Is that just how many times it casts the regen? That's how many times it casts the regen. Well, let's rewatch the fight. Oh no, it's hasted. Yeah, it's hasted. It's just gonna get... It only went once. That display is broken. Right? It says X9 for the 9 regen it got. That's a very not helpful. That's supposed to be number of casts. So that's a bug. That's interesting. We found a bug. Yeah. Mixed message, just to do the recap, because this was a pretty fun run. We got a golden pawn shop just fresh out of the mouths of babes. Came to us from the heavens, golden pawn shop. We got a belt that we built up to diamond. We got another belt that came to us again from the heavens at gold, and we upgraded it. We had a obsidian bob we got from Isla that we re-rolled magically in a one-shot from Mandala into Obsidian, and then much to Walter's dismay, we held it and we rode it all the way here when we should have gone to Isla to fish for Bonk to run the build properly, so that one of the 2 times the games offered us a free Radiant enchant, we could have used it and guaranteed a 10-win run, but we did not, because that is not what we were doing today. This is the first Hogwash board that I have successfully won in this meta, and that was worth all the things. So cool. So fucking happy with that run, you wouldn't believe.